Welcome to the Smite God reveal for Ah Puch, the horrific god of decay. Buried beneath the crust of the world descends the cruel hells of torment, the topmost of which are realms of torture and vile inhumanities, home to denizens of darkness and malice. Yet further into the black below at the inkiest recesses can be found the horrific ninth hell. Here dwells a deity of true evil, gloating over each corpse he's claimed with macabre glee, and relishing the moment more of these lesser souls are his. He is Ah Puch, the mightiest lord of the ninth hell. When night falls, Ah Puch roams the land, crowned by a wreath of human eyes, gruesome skull face bared for all to witness, accompanied by the shriek of ghostly owls. All that live are his for the taking. If Ah Puch finds a human in the night, he kills and drags the unfortunate into endless oblivion. Only those already racked by his servants, those caught in gut-wrenching wailing moans of agony and fits of mania, are safe from his touch. Hide now, all men and gods, for the age of eternal night has come. Ah Puch will reap anything that lives. There is a great vacancy left in the nine hells, and the horrific god of decay wishes only to fill it. Ah Puch's passive is called Hollow Ground. Ah Puch is closely attuned with the dead. When walking over a decaying corpse, Ah Puch restores a % of his maximum health and mana and lowers the cooldown of the Undead Surge. His first ability is called Undead Surge. Ah Puch raises up 2 decaying corpses from the underworld that surge forward, exploding on anything they touch when they reach maximum distance, or when Ah Puch reactivates Undead Surge, dealing damage and slowing target hits. His second ability is called Corpse Explosion. Ah Puch causes the target area to explode, dealing damage. If there are any corpses in the area caught by the initial explosion, they will also explode. Ah Puch's third ability is called Fleeting Breath. Ah Puch throws a charm from the underworld which awakens a decaying corpse that applies miasma to targets in an area and falls to the ground, dealing damage every second. After the duration, targets take additional damage and are stunned for each time they were healed by an ability during the initial duration. Ah Puch's ultimate is called Empty the Crypts. Ah Puch unleashes an army of wraiths from the ninth hell that swarm forward and deal damage to enemies they collide with, applying a stacking slow. Ah Puch is a true burst mage and master of zone control. There is a terrifying gap that stands between enemy gods and Ah Puch, and enemies must choose carefully when deciding to cross it in order to close in on Ah Puch. Here is a quick guide to blowing your enemies to bits. Corpse Explosion will check for any corpses in the area when it detonates, even if they were just dropped. So with practice, you can stack corpses into the explosion as it is building up. For Ah Puch's standard combo, throw out Undead Surge, then Fleeting Breath where the surge will detonate, and then cast Corpse Explosion on top of the area. By the time all the corpses are dropped from your first casts, they will be detonated. Focus early on clearing minions and establishing lane dominance. Ah Puch's early push is quite powerful, and few other gods can match it. Either use Union Surge on the minion waves before they meet so the minions walk over the corpse before detonating, or angle the shot from the side to land the explosion and corpse in between the melee and ranged minions. Remember to always eat corpses you don't plan to detonate to keep your health and mana up. Past the laning phase, you can begin to play to your main 2 strengths of high burst and zone control. Don't be afraid to activate Empty the Crypts to prevent an attacking team or shut off an area to enemy players. Look for isolated low health targets to finish off with your basic combo. In between fights, always remember to spawn and eat corpses to stay healthy before the next fight. This can even be done while running. Ah Puch brings intimidation to the battlefield, but be wary of targets who do not scare easily. Osiris is a great example of this, and is quite capable of getting in close and shutting you down. Bastet and Loki can burst you just as fast as you can burst them, but with their mobility, they can avoid your corpse explosion. Stay near your teammates to avoid being caught. Ah Puch is chasing Ymir before the start of a team fight when he realizes that the enemy team is attempting Fire Giant. Immediately placing Empty the Crypts on top of the Fire Giant builds a safe zone and forces enemy players to retreat, turning just in time to perform the basic combo of Undead Surge, Fleeting Breath, Corpse Explosion, nets Ah Puch a double kill. A quick Undead Surge into Corpse Explosion finds Anhur to net the triple. Finding Osiris, Ah Puch uses his teammates to spread the gap between him and his assailant long enough to burst him down. Knowing when to burst and when to run is key for Ah Puch, and using Empty the Crypts can disrupt any enemy positioning. As the god of decay, Ah Puch brings fear to all. Starting him off with Fleeting Breath gives him some lane push and harassment, plus an easy corpse. Picking up Corpse Explosion next allows Ah Puch to detonate his first corpse for lane clear. From there, the priorities shift to Empty the Crypts, Corpse Explosion, Undead Surge, Fleeting Breath. Thanks for watching the Smite God reveal for Ah Puch, the horrific god of decay.